now start doing some predictive maintenance on the maintenance, and when an engine comes to an MRO shop, how did it actually perform, how can we improve the efficiency even further. Looking at the operational data, the point-to-point types of routes that's conducted, and bringing that with the environmental data, and if you collaborate and bring all that together, not just at engine level, but at an airline level, not at just at airline level, but at airframe and the whole fleet level, you have really unlocked a huge amount of insight. We've already proven this technology with our partners. Safety enhancements, availability of the engine, and efficiencies are all wrapped up. And then there's the factories. 2009, the spade went in the ground here in Salita. 2012 was the first engine that left the building, so we've been operational for about 7 years now. And yet we're investing huge amount of technologies into the factories, even though they're fairly new. And we've invested in the robotics, we're going much more into collaborative robots, man and machine working together. We now do a lot of automated sensing. The design methods are integrated with the workflow. You've got digital dashboards, the kind of things that you would see in many other industries. But the real value for us is to be able to connect that digital thread all the way from the start of the supply chain coming in, inventory coming in. I've got 18,000 parts coming in, digitally codifying it, going through the cells, going through the test, going through into our operators and into Airbus or Boeing, and linking that DNA thread together of the manufacturing. And we're spending a huge amount of investments to be able to improve that productivity even further. And we do this by collaboration. Here in Singapore, there's an institute called A-Star. It bridges the gap between technologies that are developed in universities and industry needs. And that expertise that sits in between is a fantastic sampling type environment for us to really rapid prototype and develop. And one of those sampling environments is ARTC, Advanced Remanufacturing Technology Center. So when we have an idea, we don't stop our workflows. We actually replicate that cell in this sampling type environment at the ARTC. And then we get the solution, we develop it, we validate it, we get it certified and regulated, and then it comes into our flow line and there's that seamless integration. And we've spent quite a significant amount over the last 5 years in partnership with MTU to develop 80 projects that are going to be implemented in a fairly new factory. And that's really advancing with smart manufacturing and knowledge-based manufacturing. And one of the examples that perhaps I can pull out is a borescope inspection. One of the things you may see is when an aircraft lands, you do get 2 technicians, they go in, one sort of looks in from the front and he puts a borescope in, and the other one's helping to turn, and basically what they're doing is looking at internal inspection that everything is exactly how it should be. It takes about 10 to 12 hours, because you then have to take that data down, you have to analyze it and so on. We've reduced that down to 2 hours, and only 1 person required. And you literally just put in the borescope now, you spin, you rotate your engine, and in a very short period of time, you've got digital images, you've got pattern recognition, and it tells you exactly where to look. So you really reduce that time. So that's the kind of examples that we're looking at. And it's just not the new build facilities. We have a joint venture with SIA engineering company near Changi Airport called Seisel. We do the maintenance, repair, and overhaul of those engines. About 380 engines come through that shop. We strip engines down, we put it back together, and they continue to be serviced. So a lot of these sort of the innovations that we're going to see is going to be for the new factories and also translatable to the MRO facilities. And there's a huge amount of innovation going on there. This is just another example that we're investing significantly with Harvard University in the US and Nottingham University in the UK. Intelligent robots. And the way we literally will just open up a bag, put it in front of the engine, and they literally go in and sort of do the scanning. They go inside, they come back, they report what they found, and maybe even help with the repair type of activity. So this seems sci-fi, but we're actually going down this route quite significantly. So when we look at our sustainability strategy, it really is about bringing together innovation of the products, innovation of the technologies, and the innovation across operations. And they need to seamlessly start interacting with each other. We can't see them in isolation. And the operations and the facilities are a key part of that. In a lot of occasions, I see the operations always left that there is a back end. We need this facility now because we've designed this and the other. It has to be integrated right from the front end, and that's how we're operating our smart manufacturing processes. And then when we do design a facility, we've got to look at sustainability. So this is the rooftop of my Salita facility that I was talking about earlier on. For the last 3 years, we've covered the roof with the photovoltaic cells. It's, when I calculate the whole sort of the wattage, it's 3.2 megawatts. Putting the solar panels on the roof and over the car park. We're not stopping there, we're doing even more. And we've set ourselves fairly ambitious targets. 0 emissions by 2030 from our facilities. Remember, this is a manufacturing facility. It's an assembly facility. We're taking the test out, but in the manufacturing and the assembly, we want 0 emissions. We're going to reduce our energy consumption by 50% by 2015 against the datum of 2014. We're going to reduce the total solid and liquid waste and achieve 0 waste to landfill by 2020. And that's what we mean when we talk about circular economy across our operational and facilities. So this is about shaping the future. It is about bringing together technology. It is about bringing together the customers and their visions together. It is about designing our factories with that philosophy. It is about bringing the digital solutions and the smart manufacturing solutions all together, and not forgetting our supply chain on the left-hand side, and not forgetting our MRO facilities on the right-hand side of that whole value map of aerospace industry. And with that, thank you very much.